All right, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right?
Brand new world and living world.
Shared world.
Our world, open world, the world is worlds. Our world, shared world.
In our world. In the world,
A new world.
is a world. The world is constant.
New world.
The world is always to the world.
Level 857 Video Game Podcast.
E3 pushes forward with plans for a digital 2021 event. So how do you guys feel about E3, and do you think that E3 is going to be something still after what happened last year?
Let's ask Saru first.
Yes, let's get Saru's opinion on this.
So I think that E3 will probably not be a thing if it remains online. But thankfully, all of this pandemic stuff is going away and E3 can come back to its normal glory. You know what, though? I think personally what did E3 in was when they closed it off to the public the first time. So I don't know if y'all remember, like way back in the day, it used to be open to the public. I remember because I went one time and it was exhausting for a big guy to walk around. But anyway, they closed it off to only industry, right?
Yeah.
And then they reopened it back up to people. But like by then, people didn't give, a crap too much because there were so many other things that people can go to related to like game stuff. So I think the only way for E3 to continue to be popular is if they do it in person. But I mean, like online could be cool, I guess.
Well, I mean, the way they were big in the beginning when they had people go in, it was because they were magazines. Right. And the internet wasn't as big and as popular and easily accessible as you had to go there to see it. And you're like, okay, I get to see all the exclusives, I get to play them and all this stuff. Now that we have internet and we have demos and stuff like that, you don't have to go to these places to see it. But the reason why I don't think it will be the same is because like you can, like they're going to charge a lot. They're going to charge a lot. The E3 that we knew charges a ton to be on the floor, and for these companies to be there for a representative spot in the area costs them way more than they need to.
It's
and then
like the Super Bowl for games, man.
But the fact that they found out now that you don't need that. All you need is a Twitter post. Like Sony is already, like most of the big companies were already going away from E3, and they said we don't want nothing to do with it because the fees were crazy, millions of dollars.
Understandable.
And then you can put out a tweet for free and get the same thing.
Right, but
But
I feel conflicted with that because like on one point I agree with you on one hand, but then on the other hand it's like for a console like the Amico,
no, I know.
It's like that's something that you can't experience just.
You need hands on. You need people to see it.
You need to try it for yourself.
You gotta touch. You gotta feel.
Yeah,
you gotta,
but do you have
to? It's a cooperative thing where you can play with anybody. And it's
but would you do that at PAX for a minimal cost, or would you do it at E3 for millions?
The thing
it depends on how much is it going to benefit you.
A million.
a million.
Yeah, but how much is it going to benefit that actual company? Because you can go bankrupt trying to do that because of how much it costs to be at E3. But I mean, I understand the purpose of it. The purpose of E3 now.
Make a deal with GameStop and just have it in a
Exactly. But people are already putting their booths right in front of E3 for cheaper instead of being in E3.
Yeah.
So they were finding ways around it anyway.
Yeah.
It's like, I just go across the street and it's way cheaper over here.
Right.
But the fact that people would want to have E3 be the way it was because it's a meet and greet. For people, for YouTubers and everything, it's a thing where you can go together and
community.
meet everybody and say what's up. And
we wanted to go to E3.
Exactly.
Yeah. Till they say that we went,
Yeah.
Exactly. But I mean, that's somewhere you can go and meet like-minded people for the most part and be cool with them for a day. But as far as industry, that's where you can go to talk to other people.
Yeah.
And, but now you can tweet people and you can contact them. Like, say you wanted to meet Tommy or whatever, and you had to go to something like that to be able to say, hello, I have an idea, or anything like that.
Yeah.
Now you can be like, hey, what's up on Twitter? And if they want to respond,
Twitter,
anything like that, and if they want to respond, they can get in contact with you. And that bridge doesn't need to be there anymore because technology is evolved.
I think it has to go hand in hand, though.
It's good and bad, too. It makes complete sense to do it, the other way, but it's like you're missing the whole human interaction.
And that has to be a happy medium. That has to be a happy medium.
Like, gotta be something where people can meet. And,
it has to be a happy medium. Like
well, it's all digital now.
Yeah.
Technology is great. We're able to have guests on this podcast because of technology, but at the same time, wouldn't it be greater if we can
Meet them in
Actually meet them
person.
in person.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, yeah.
we
yeah.
are
the
Yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
Yeah,
the podcast.
obviously, yeah.
It's like it's.
But if I had to pay $1 million to meet you, I gotta. I might.
I don't see that.
second thought.
That's not going to be in our budget for a little while. A little while.
Like, dude,
Sorry, how much do you charge to have me say?
A few years down the line, maybe.
Can I give you a call?
I'll bake you a batch of cookies.
Exactly.
What's
So-
good, Marilyn? What's good? What's
Hey,
good?
what's up, everybody?
Hey,
What's
it's good,
good?
though.
Sweet like
Welcome,
sugar.
my boy.
Elvis Roy. What's up, everybody?
So many in the chat.
So Marilyn Monrover, he's the programmer for FX Unit
Awesome.
Yuki,
Awesome job.
which is cool that he showed up because
Sweet.
Tommy was asking questions about it.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, hopefully we get to see it on there.
Cool.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah,
We all one big group, baby.
Yeah.
One big happy family.
Big happy
community
family,
right here.
baby.
right. Here.
But I mean,
E3.
I could see the reasoning for wanting to do this the way they're doing it right now, because obviously you don't want to let E3 go to the wayside. You want it to stick around.
Yeah.
The name is important. But I thought of this a long time ago. It's like, okay, what if we can interact and have demos and people playing them live and stuff like that? They just have to figure out a way to like get it to us perfectly.
Yeah, it's tough.
Right.
It's
And
some
I-
time.
It's tough.
Because
They need to distribute like headsets for everyone
Man.
to like wear.
headsets to everybody. Yes. Get your free E3
It'll
headset
make
from
us
GameStop.
feel like we're with a bunch of people and we could play the games on the headset. It'd be like a VR type thing.
If they pulled it off, that
Oh,
would be
damn.
pretty
They could pull
dope.
that off.
Man, that's
I
just
don't
too
know,
much
dude.
for me, man.
what
I need
they
to
could
just
do-
talk to humans.
You got to get
What-
the musty smell in the headset.
Yeah.
You got to get that going with some popcorn.
Yes.
What they could do is they could give everyone a dedicated digital code so they can download the demo.
That's what they did.
No, I think they're
That's what
going
they
to do
did.
that.
Okay.
They did that for this last E3.
It's
They-
just the fact that it was too scattered. You need to have
Right.
the thing about what made it fail last year, like the other E3 representative type things that were not E3 but the summertime fest or whatever.
20. Oh,
Like
This
that
past
stuff.
E3?
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
Like the thing they did over the summer was too scattered, and people didn't know where to look.
Yeah.
And the thing about E3 is it's 4 days or 5 days,
Right.
and you had to. All right, 2 o'clock was this, 3 o'clock was
It
this.
was
Everybody had
consolidated.
everything. Everybody
Yeah.
did reviews on the same thing. It felt like, okay, this is a big event.
It's like Comic-Con.
But the fact that, okay, Thursday is this,
Right.
Wednesday is this, 2 weeks later is this
Right.
week is this.
This developer.
It's
this,
just-
this.
It felt like it was too scattered and too
Right.
big of an event, and
Yeah.
it in your head you're thinking, oh, this is cool, like it can last the whole summer instead of that, and I can get to see everything. It didn't quite work out that way. So as soon as they can,
Yeah, because people aren't going to keep track of all
No.
that.
I mean,
You
it
lose
was
it.
it was good for us because we could talk about it when they're on the
Exactly.
news segment of our podcast.
Exactly.
But as far as like everyone else, like the general consumer, it's like, man, like you would hear some news and you'd be like, oh, that's cool, and then forget about it because time went by and then you hear
Exactly.
something else. And
Exactly.
It's like,
So if they figure this out, it'll be cool. But I just don't know how much they're gonna be charging these companies because Sony's not gonna be there, Capcom's not gonna be there, Konami might be there with Yu-Gi-Oh, but
Oh, God. Don't start me, man.
they will be there.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
But yeah, these companies are gonna say no if the price is too high. It's gonna be
Get
too
me
high.
so mad.
Tommy, don't do that, man. Don't.
We don't want no
we don't
Yu-Gi-Oh.
want Yu-Gi-Oh.
Tired of Yu-Gi-Oh.
Please.
Want some Contra.
Look, man.
Castlevania.
Yeah, man.
But companies that'll benefit from it, like in television, that they should be there. And if we can get a hands on with a bunch of people, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
But it just depends on
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can replicate that in a cheaper way.
Or just allow us to do the podcast there. That's all.
Yeah, that can work too.
That's all I care about.
There's so many gaming conventions out there now, though, so it's like it's almost not like even a needed thing. So maybe if E3 just went back to industry, and all the rest of us, we have all our gaming conventions to go to, like PAX and
Yeah.
all the local conventions. There's a bunch of big ones. Game on Expo in Arizona is a good big one that's run by Gamester 81, my favorite con, by the way. And then there's whatchamacallit, Portland Retro Gaming Expo, which is another really big one.
That's where they
On your
took
guys'
us,
side, you guys have too many games, which I was supposed to be at this year, but pandemic happened, or last winter.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of cons still that people can go to too. So it's like if E3 went back to industry, also it might be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that give people a reason to go. But I mean, who knows what'll happen after this is done? Maybe it'll be back to normal. Who knows?
I want to know about the Long Island Gaming Expo.
I mean,
Retro
some of them
gaming,
are
actually.
trying to
That's
do it. I mean,
Hope so.
obviously,
Yeah.
it just depends on how many vaccinated people and all that.
All
goes
that
on.
stuff, all of those
I
tons
missed
of
that,
steps
man.
to go through.
But
that.
people are trying to get them going again. So
yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it, man.
hopefully this is just a limited time type deal.
Yeah.
And it'll come back to normal.
We'll have to do our podcast on,
Well,
on the
that's-
road in a bubble.
We can get a
And a
level
Pulpmobile.
857 like
Bubble.
Yeah, it's
Plastic
not like
bubble.
the
Yeah, Pulpmobile,
like the turtle van.
bulletproof vest, bulletproof.
like the turtle fan.
I think cons are coming back this year. Actually,
I've heard, yeah.
yeah. Y'all
trying.
should start setting up at cons. Where's level 8? The level 857 booth
we're
needs to
working
be.
on
Oh no, that's
it's
definitely
in the
been
works.
talked about. I wanna.
It's actually in the works.
I gotta see who to reach out to see if we can get that done because that'd be so awesome. If we could do a podcast at a Comic-Con or some shit like that, or
we planted the seed. We put it out there. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think.
So
Well, I mean,
it's-
too many games is probably going to happen this year. You guys should reach out to them. That's the one that's in your guys' neck of the woods. That's the big retro
Right.
gaming convention.
Yeah, no, definitely give them a shout out.
and we'll bring like a bottle of liquor and some beers and.
Hell
just,
yeah, I'll
you
bring.
know,
I'll bring.
No, man, you can't be drinking there.
sloppy.
Wow.
Can't be drinking there. They might have beer. I don't know. They might have beer.
I'll be
Anyway.
there. It'll be shot.
Yeah, Long
time.
Island.
Shots.
The thing we got here.
Shots, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Saru knows, man.